When are they coming back? That's the question starting Zacharias Sitchin's The End of Days. What will happen? Darkness at noon and the earth destroyed? Peace or Armageddon? A new millennium of enigmas and the rest, or another messianic advent? Will it happen in 2012? After that? Will it ever happen? The messages received by Ben Daijih, the channel and facilitator of a set of cosmic information named Amasofia, helped the elaboration of a study to answer those and some other questions by graphing the observations over a time period. The Earth will be impacted by far-reaching natural, including astronomical, phenomena. Those will mark the end of the present civilization. Dominated by greed, the civilization is completely unprepared to face the destructive scenario it carelessly brought upon itself. New positive realities will flourish on Earth, on Gaia, and we ought to be prepared to contribute towards these changes. From the extraterrestrial's perspective, Pisces energies reached their peak influence on December 2009, partly due to the increasing potency of Aquarius energies. So, from then on, Pisces' influence started decreasing. On the 21st of December 2012, Pisces and Aquarius energies will equalize. Aquarius will keep growing to its maximum until December 2021. Then it will gradually decrease to finally stabilize for an extended period of 2,150 years as the planet approaches the age of Capricorn. As for Pisces, after the purportedly fateful day of 21st of December 2012, its potency will keep decreasing to its minimum until December 2016. The date also marks the end of the Inca calendar. Subsequently, it will grow again until briefly reaching its basic level on the December 21st, 2021. From there, it will keep decreasing until it completely disappears on December 2027. That's when Aquarius stabilizes for good, 7 octaves above the vibrational patterns of Pisces. That up and down happens through an interaction between terrestrial, solar, and galactic cycles. The result is a broad set of influences with a scope from vibrational to conscious awareness of the whole life on our present world, including genetic, biological, energetic, vibrational, emotional, and spiritual implications. When Pisces energies disappear completely, nothing of our present civilization will remain. Values, behavior, practice, patterns, feelings, desire, all of those models of thinking will disappear. Every science and technology not compatible with Aquarius energies won't remain either. However, on December 21st, 2010, Pisces energies still maintained a 1/4 proportion to Aquarius. That means Pisces energies were 4 times stronger than Aquarius ones. In any case, Pisces comes decreasing since 2009, while Aquarius increases. At its peak, Pisces energies were 9 times stronger than Aquarius, although that one was increasing and Pisces then reaching its maximum and starting to decrease. That will be the configuration for December 21st, 2012. It may prevail from now on if humankind and the Gaia being follow the present conflict degree and polarization. But if that picture changes, things may be altered during this Pisces-Aquarius conflict. If the situation is confirmed, we may have 2 time periods particularly dramatic in the deconstruction of Pisces and construction of Aquarius. The first will be between December 2014 and December 2018, when we should have the lowest point in Pisces energies on December 2016, exactly in the middle of the period. On the second one, between the beginning of 2017 and December 2020, we will have a strong resumption of the Pisces forces, fact that, according to the extraterrestrial intelligences that work with us, will lead millions and millions of light workers to deception, because in this period will happen the attempt of implementation of the planetary government with unified currency, centralized control of everything and everyone, in a secret parliament for the security of its members, everything pretending to be something good for everyone, a success of the common sense. Humanity, ultimately, will live in peace and be very happy. This attempt, however, will start to run on the end of 2020, a little bit before Pisces return to its standard vibrational level on 2021. Then, as have been said before, Pisces will fall down completely and millions of deluded will feel ashamed of being so naive. But our older brothers say that it won't be about being naive, but about a time when the last hopes of the continuation of this value system will be banished forever. There are lots of light workers that really think that, in the end, everything will continue as it is, and the changes will happen in the others, but not in them, and even less in their titles, savings, patrimony, privileges, beliefs, habits, domestic slaves, behaviors, advantages, and so on. This reality is greater than we can suppose, warn the superior intelligences. The fact is that, kept the current struggle of forces, some moment in the future, humanity will become a world of refugees of everything, camped or sheltered more or less precariously all around, wondering to survive or to loot and depredate. We barely won't have anymore the cities that we have today. The people that go to bunkers to protect themselves will see ultimately that their ideas were quite prescient. Just a few who have listened and understood the message, the real calling, as foreseen by our great master, Jesus of Nazareth. We are being called to build a new civilization with new women and men transmuted by the force of the light that shines inside ourselves. 16 Aquarian nations without borders are being conceived in the world. That's the guideline of the real future, and we don't want it selfishly for ourselves, inside our personal universe of privileges. We'll be lucky the one which may be found and rescued, recovered in screening facilities, and sent to one of the thousands of construction sites at one of the 16 world networks of Aquarian stations that, by the way, are already being built. Networks that will be like the country without borders of the 16 families of souls that will make this so expected Aquarian civilization in Gaia. It will be at the end some 350 to 360 millions of survivors, calculate the researchers that work probing the future by progressive hypnosis. Of these, only about 40,000 may be already living in Aquarian stations before the absolute collapse of the system in one of the 16 world networks. A fraction of these 40,000 maddened by love will organize themselves to rescue people, consolidate screening facilities, treat famine, diseased and desperate, and forward them to construction sites, so they may build walls and make happen one more of the thousands of Aquarian stations that will arise on the planet, each one according to one of the 16 patterns or radionic keys that will be reverberating the good news on Gaia. This group will be known as Angels of Gaia or Yellow Lis, and will show in their simple flying devices the homemade volitors, and in their clothes the symbol of the fleur de lis, as the one adopted by the scouting movement since its beginning. This group, this legion of selfless, is who will construct beacons, lighthouses, colonies, screening facilities, warehouses, manufacture centers, and interplanetary bases, as reading in the notes available at this site. These are important tips, always asked by all of us, about the process of the galactic transition in the scope of Earth. This is the way of the new civilization that will emerge on Earth, the civilization of the gentle, the cooperatives, the peaceful, the creatives, workers, and altruistic, of the selfless on behalf of all. That's it. Good trip to all of us.